Yeah, I mean, you've definitely made people care, and I think that's one of the things that people don't see how smart you are, is you know how to make people fucking care about things you're doing. And the MMA world really fucking cares. Like, they are praying you lose. And it's funny to me because, you know, as someone who, I grew up loving MMA, but I also know how the MMA fan base can be. They can be very emotional, actually. You know, it's a manly man thing, but they get really precious over the idea of some YouTube kid coming in and knocking out an MMA champion. But even like pros, like I'm looking, I've got some quotes here from Chael Sonnen, who was saying, you know, he is convinced Ben's just going to win this. And I was looking at his reasoning. He was like, Ben isn't going to come here and box. He's coming to compete. And he's going to find a way to win, because that's what Ben does. And then you've also got GSP's coach, Faraz Sahabi, very respected, saying things like, Ben takes a shot better than Jake. So Askren is going to take over the fight as Jake fades when he can't knock him out with one punch, and then he's going to basically maul him in the clinch. This is the constant thing I'm hearing from all MMA voices is, you're going to fade because you won't be able to knock him out because his chin's so good, because he's so tough, and then he takes over the fight. What do you think of that?
I think it's hilarious. I think, again, I have the ace up my sleeve, and these guys don't know what I'm capable of. They don't know how hard I can hit. And sure, Ben has a great chin. You know, he's been hit by Robbie Lawler a couple of times. But this guy is just coming off of a knockout. He's coming off of a loss. And to sit here and think that this old guy, Ben Askren, has, or for people to say that he has a better cardio than me, or that I'm going to get tired, is absolutely hilarious. Ben Askren can't work as hard as me in one practice. You know, like, my one practice is harder than his whole entire training camp. And I believe he's going to be tough. But at the end of the day, this is boxing, and he can't take me down after I start cracking him. He can try and come in and clinch me. He can try and hold on, but he's going to get warned for that right off the bat. And you can't just hold on to people in boxing. And it's a very different sport than MMA, and anyone who understands both sports should really truly understand that. And look, I've been sparring against MMA guys this whole entire camp leading up to this, who are unorthodox, who are wrestlers, who come in and try and clinch me. It does not matter. Nothing that Ben Askren will try to do in this fight will matter for one moment. And again, actions speak louder than words, and I'm just going to prove it to people. And GSP's coach, I'm sure he's a great guy. Chael Sonnen, you know, dope guy. But I'm sorry, you guys are in for a rude awakening, and you're going to see. You're going to see. Tune in April 17th. Buy the pay-per-view.
What do you think of Ben's sparring footage? I'm sure you've seen it.
Yeah, no, I've seen it. I don't know what to make of it. You know, who knows? I don't care about it, to say the least. You know, like, it doesn't really matter to me what he's doing. And that's sort of my point, even with the last question, is I don't care about what Ben Askren's doing. I don't care about what Ben Askren does April 17th. I don't care what his game plan is. I don't care about his skills, because anything that he does, I will have an answer to. I have sparred against better fighters than him this whole entire camp. Every single person that I've sparred in this camp is better than Ben Askren. And quite literally, April 17th will be the easiest training session from the whole entire camp. Every single day of this camp will be harder than what the actual fight night is. I'm going to go in there and fight someone who is a lesser opponent than all of these guys I've sparred. I'm going to drop him in 6 minutes or less, and I'm going to fucking walk out of the arena, and that's that.
I really personally don't understand what the fuck these people are saying when they're saying this, because I look at Ben's striking in MMA, it's laughable. He is a great wrestler, no doubt. He can grapple, but his striking is purely. He sometimes overreaches, overextends constantly. He literally is square on. He's running at people, trying to land a punch. He's available to be cracked, just the same way you crack Nate Robinson. Exactly the same sort of stuff. And then I watch him on pads. The guy is slow. He's not powerful. I'm when they're saying he's going to do things, I'm like, what with what though? Like, the guy isn't going to have the speed or the power or the technique to hang with Jake. You can be as tough as you want, but when Jake Paul's got way better skill, all their hope is that you're just not as tough as him. I'm like, what do you think this guy is? How do you think he got that good? You don't get that good without going through grueling training camps. This is mental.
No, exactly, and they don't believe in my cardio. Let's say the fight goes 8 rounds. So be it. Let's let it go 8 rounds. All I'm saying is the end result will be Jake Paul winning, and I'm prepared to go in deep waters. I could give a shit about 8 rounds. Eight rounds is a walk in a park for me. I'm throwing 125 to 150 punches around in sparring for 8 rounds. Let's fucking go. Like, come on, guys. Welcome to the show.
What did you think of the incident where he seemed to, I don't know how you would even describe that, but yeah, when the face-off happened, how did you feel when he reacted in the way he did?
Well, first and foremost, I didn't expect him to try and hit me at all. And so I wasn't even prepared for that, and I block his arm, move away from it. Like, it just shows that he's slow, and I don't know, my reflexes are just like whoop pop. But a lot of people criticize the moment. They're like, oh, you punched or you slapped him in the stomach, or you didn't hit him, or because of that moment that I just saw, now I know that Ben Askren's gonna win, is what people were saying. And to me, I wanted to knock him out right there. Like, I wanted to come around and clock him in the chin, but I made a split-second decision not to, because if I would have knocked him out there, the commission wouldn't have let him fight. And he would have an excuse as to maybe why he got knocked out April 17th. Oh, I got knocked out at the press conference. He hit me in the face, or I can't fight, or my jaw is broken, or whatever. So I made a business decision not to knock him out right there on the spot. Which a lot of people criticize, but in hindsight, I made the right decision.
One of the biggest personalities who commented on that was Daniel Cormier. I think you've seen this, where he said, now because of Jake's reaction, I know Ben is winning that fight. What is it like seeing people react like this?
I think he's an idiot. I think if you think that you can predict a fight based off of how someone reacts to someone else getting pushed in the face in the heat of the moment, you're just stupid. There's nothing that you can sort of take away from that. Of course, DC is going to say that because he's an MMA fan, and he's going to back his boy.
One of the people who's commented on this fight, and this was when I knew, like, Jake has just gone full-blown fucking mainstream, was when Dana White bet $1 million that you were going to lose against Ben Askren. What was that like for you?
I was just like, I was blown away by, like you said, how big this has gotten, and how many people care, and how many people have an opinion towards this fight. And my brother's supposedly fighting Floyd Mayweather. Who knows what's happening? And I've seen multiple people, even people on your podcast, being like, look, we want to see the Jake Paul versus Ben Askren fight more than the Floyd versus Logan fight. And I think that's that sort of aura that's been created, and this fight almost can't be ignored. That's how electric it is. And I was just surprised that Dana is really talking about anything besides the UFC.
Yeah, it says a lot when, you're going to give Ben Askren a bigger payday than Dana White ever did, and you're actually promoting Ben Askren better than Dana ever did also. So, like, You've done a pretty fucking good job. I mean, Dana should be looking at you for tips on this, really.
Well, and I've said that to Dana. I've gone back and forth with him multiple times on Insta stories, talking mad shit to him. He's like, "Oh, Jake's not a real fighter," and blah blah blah. I'm like, Dana, like, let me fight Conor McGregor because I'm Conor's money fight right now. And that seems crazy, and everyone's going to hate, and you're going to have all the fucking sheeps come in and listen to all the other people, and everyone's going to form their sheep opinions about what they think about Jake Paul versus McGregor. At the end of the day, it's like, Dana, you're talking about me more than I'm talking about you at this point, and the truth be told, like, we're doing a bigger promotion than any of your recent fights, statistically. So I can sit here and talk shit. Like, I'm not. When I come on these podcasts and do these interviews, it's almost like I can't do anything right if you already hate Jake Paul. Like, no one comes on here and is like, "Wow, I'm gonna form a different opinion on Jake Paul after this interview." It's like, no, people already have such strong opinions on me that people are just watching at this point. I don't even fucking know why, but like it's mental to me, because at some point you have to realize, like, this is a chess game and I'm making all the right moves. And I'm on a tangent right now. I sort of lost my train of thought.
Keep going, bro. Keep going.
I don't get. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. Is numbers don't lie. Mm-hmm. So I'm sitting here chatting all this shit, probably making more people hate me, but I'm just sitting here with the facts. Mm-hmm. I'm just sitting here with the numbers. We did the 8th biggest pay-per-view event of all time, and people will say, "Oh, it's Mike Tyson, and he sold everything." Cool. Say what you want to say. Make all these excuses. But look where we are. Mm-hmm. And this is historic, and people are tuning in regardless of whether they hate me or not. So at the end of the day, you know, all the hate, all the comments, it's only fueling the fire.
In regard to the UFC, I know you're a big MMA fan, but has this whole experience changed how you feel about it with the way the fans have been?
No. I still love the UFC, and I still watch all the fights just like I have since I was a kid. I just think, Dana White is sometimes a dumbass and has too big of an ego, and I think a lot of people feel that way. When I started talking shit about Dana White, so many people hit me up and were like, keep going. But a lot of people are afraid to go after Dana and talk shit about him because he has a lot of power in the fight game. But
I do agree with you about the ego, though, because in that conversation he was having with Mike Tyson and it was Zab Judah, I believe, they were bigging you up a little bit, and I felt like he went quiet for a minute and then just was like, "I'll bet $1 million," and it was like, it did feel reactionary, like our guys will beat your guys sort of thing, or I don't know where that was coming from, but it did seem a massive overreaction to where the conversation was, because all Zab said was, this guy has hands, he can actually fight, and he didn't seem to like that. What does it feel like to hear Zab and Mike bigging you up like that, having your back? Honestly,
it means a lot to me, and in a weird way, so many people throughout my journey have just like turned a cold shoulder to me, or always end up on the other side of Jake Paul, or always end up, just wanting to talk shit about me. I don't know what it is. I think it's largely in part of like me becoming such a big name, and maybe people being jealous because I'm young or whatever, but Mike and Zab both have my back, and Mike has had my back till this day, and has sort of taken me under his wing. And to me, it means a lot that someone on that level is showing respect to me, because a lot of these guys you'll see just end up talking shit